were referred to healing and deliverances. And I give you two examples. Number one, the paralytic man in Mark chapter 2, 11 to 12. Let's go. Everybody, let's go. And I say unto thee, arise, take up thy bed, go thy way into thy house. All the ladies want to go and took up the bed, went forth from them all, in so much that they were amazed and glorified God, saying, we never saw it on this fashion. Lift up your two hands to heaven. Say wonder. 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 If I be a man of God, if I'm sent by Oyedepo here, between now and the next 14 days, you will have a wonder package. You will surprise your enemies. Lift up your two hands to heaven. Anyone from the village, from your office, that writes a petition against you, or send an affliction against you, or send an oppression against you, or indict you negatively on any matter, I wipe his generation away. Until the head of Goliath is brought down, David's head can't go up. Lift up your two hands. Now, listen to me. Whatever touches you, touches me. Because if it touches you, you won't allow me to rest. Midnight. Hello? Is that mega? Oh yeah, fire, fire, fire. So to avoid that fire, let me fire the thing here now. Lift up your two hands. If I be sent by Oyedepo, everyone Goliath of your life, I lay their head down. Listen to me. One of our elders here met me last month. He said, this man is troubling me from Abuja. He said, this man is troubling me. I said, give me his name. The man, we prayed the prayer of Psalm 35 for him. The man himself drove himself to death. Drove himself to death. One of our members here, somebody, 5 people sat on this paper that they won't release it. 3 has gone today. Remaining 2. And if the remaining 2 don't give up, they will go and rest. Lift your 2 hands, 7. I speak to... Now, when you are coming tomorrow, anything that is not giving you rest, bring it. Bring the name. If it's cancer, bring it. If it's a human cancer, bring it. If it's somebody that said, I went to plant our church in Chad. By the grace of God, I'm the one that God used to plant our ministry in Chad. And somebody told me that he's the one that will not sign the registration of the church. I said they should not beg him, they should leave him alone. It's just 24 hours. That same night, he went to the hospital and didn't return back. It's not a nonsense commission, it's a fire commission. This thing you see is fire. It's not, it's real fire. What is it? It's real fire. And do you know Hebrews 12:24? Hebrews 12:29. Hebrews 12:29 is our God is a consuming fire. Haba, lift your two hands. That cancer is cursed. That sickness is cursed. What is that thing that is not giving? Curse it now. Consume it by fire. That arthritis, consume it. That force, consume it. Consume it now. Human cancer, human agent, spiritual agent. Lift up your voice. Ekotalaba shakata. Imparate kotolia. Lift up your two hands to heaven. In Jesus' precious name. Hebrews 12:29. Our God is a consuming fire. Lift up your two hands to heaven. Psalm 35 verse 1. It said, plead my cause, O God. Plead my cause, O God. with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight me. Number 2, the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my heart. Verse 5. Let them be as chaff before the wind. Let the angel of the Lord chase them. This is where I'm going. Let their way be dark and slippery. Let the angel of the Lord persecute them. Lift your 2 hands, 7. Anywhere under the sun, under the water, on the mountain, from the village, from your house, enemies from your environment that had vowed that you will not make it this year, let the Lord arrest them. Let the angel of God persecute them. Let them melt like wax before the fire. Let their head be laid down for you to rest. Let their path be dark. Let them be slippery. Let their position be vacant. Let the world look for them and find them no more. Lift up your voice and shout a louder amen. Give him a big hand and take your soul. The second example of instant miracle is Matthew chapter 8, 1-3. And when he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, there came a leper. His leprosy was cleansed. It from God compels instant healing. And this communion is a way of Jesus touching you. Why? Now, hear this. Colossians chapter 2, verse 10. It said, we are complete in him, who is the head of the principalities and power. And who is that? Jesus. Look at verse 14. And blotting out the handwriting of ordinance that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to the cross. Who was that? Who is in the communion? And what did the Bible say in John 1:16? Out of his fullness have we received grace for grace. So when you take the communion, you are taking the completeness of Christ and the blotting out of ordinances. They wrote it against you in your village, in your office. Even if it's so much against this church, it will not work. Because enemies pursue people to anywhere. Some monitoring spirit, there are some, if there's any monitoring spirit that monitor you to this church, now they are arrested. By this communion, they are devastated. So this communion is sharing the finished work of Christ on the cross of Calvary. John 1:16. So HIV will be swallowed up in victory. Cancer will be dissolved by power. And every trace of the hand of the enemy shall be consumed. Lift your voice and shout a loud amen. Make it bigger. Every seasonal sickness